life. Peace, 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 peace. I'm in SHU, I'm in Ra. SHU, I'm in Ra. SHU. SHU, I'm in Ra. This is class 4. We're going to pick up where we left off. Showing the videos that I showed in part 3. And also, we're going to get into some new video showing you in a minute how men play on women's sympathy. Wait a minute. Or is it the other way around? Is it the other way around? These big churches, these churches that we have 3, 4, 5 of them on a 20-block radius. How the churches are filled with all these women. And they go there and pour their heart out to the minister, saying what the man did to them. He abused them. He did all kinds of wicked things. And now he feels sorry for him. But you feel sorry for him to the point that you begin to sleep with her. Why is this? Why it went that way? Manipulation. Manipulation is a powerful thing. I'm going to show you in these videos how you can tell that the pastor has been manipulated by the power of the system. The sister's going to confess that she went through some terrible times when she was younger, and as she was growing up, she had 4 children from 4 different men. Is that a choice? Is that a choice? Now she found the Lord, and she's in church, doing the right thing to help other women. But don't get it twisted. I'm about to drop something on you, and I hope you catch it. Because she in church, I believe she ain't got no man. She says she don't need no man. And that's your prerogative. But she's got the pastors manipulated, because you can tell by the conversation. But what you got here is brothers from the Hebrew Israelites. They're going to break it down. They're going to explore that. They're going to expose that. We're going to get into that. Warriors. Where are you? The goddesses of warriors. Ain't nobody talking about the weight is on your back. These are warriors. You ain't got to sleep with 3 or 4 different men and have 3 or 4 or 5 different babies from different men. You ain't got to do that. It's a choice you made. Warriors. Huh? People step up. They believe in their dreams. They believe in their dreams. And they went all full throttle to their dreams. Sacrifices that was made refused to take a back seat and made us stand. Who are we fooling? became activists in the community, became activists in what they believe. Who we fooling? We got to be careful. Because sometimes when a woman is scorned and abused, what comes out, that mold, it ain't gonna be pretty. It will begin to spew out information and almost, not almost, but it has changed the mind of a man. Changed the preacher, the pastor, the minister, the deacon. You will notice that the women have taken control of the church. The man got weak. Weak, I said. She feminized him because of the revenge that's inside her deity. Psychologically messed his mind up. You won't hear this, how it's going down. Black women, who are you? Let's get to the video.
Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Good people see hostility rising daily.
I don't believe in and this is me, guys. I don't believe in a philosophy that says, Kevin, you can only marry a woman, and then on the white counterpart side, well, you white, you can only marry white people. No, I think it ultimately comes down to, does this sister meet your needs? Does he meet your needs? Okay? Does he truly love you? Okay, because guess what? There are black men now. When you look at the issue of domestic violence, it ain't a white man that's kicking that black woman's behind. It ain't a white man that's beating her upside her head. It ain't a white man that's sexually violating her. When you look at the rise of domestic violence, it's at the hands of us as men. It's at the hands of us as black men that will allow that sister to go out and work while we lay up on our lazy behind watching video games. So I didn't mean to get animated here, but what I'm saying is, y'all, I'm tired of our men disrespecting our dumb rappers calling black women bees and hoes. Now, it ain't the white man that's calling them that. At least not publicly, in a song. But our brothers do it. Rihanna's shaking her behind.
So based on that, based on what you just said right there, Brother Chief, do you think that's grounds for the sister to date outside of race? Do you think the statements you just made?
Yes.
You think that's grounds to date outside of race?
Well, here's what happens, priest, that because a lot of our sisters have been so mistreated at the hands of our brothers, that it has driven some of our sisters outside the race, because the white man, some of them feel, knows how to treat me. The white man, if he's going to court me, he's going to pay for my meal.
I'm managing on your honor, sir. Tommy?
Hey, first I'd like to thank you all for inviting me. I really appreciate it. Yes, sir. I say all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua. I myself would be either dead or in prison or in some horrible place had it not been for some brothers that thought it worthwhile to teach me the Bible and show me a different path. You know, if you go into a dealership and you buy a brand new car, and they hand you the keys and you drive that car out of that dealership, if you look in the glove compartment, there's a manual in that glove compartment. And the manual is in that car to show you how to drive a car. How to turn the radio on, where the spare tire is at, where the jack is at. Without that manual, you was gonna have a hard time driving that car, right or wrong. So you gotta figure out if it's a 5-speed, is it a 6, am I driving an automatic, do I got 4-wheel drive, what am I doing in this car? By the time you get to home, you be done taught the car. Well, there's a manual for human beings too. And that manual we've ignored, and it's called the Bible. And if we just read that manual and do what it says the same way you do with a car, we'd solve all our problems. And when it comes to black women, we got to stop lying to black women. Or we got to stop appeasing black women and smiling in their face and telling them all the things they like to hear. Because we destroying black women with that bullshit that we do every day. Okay? We killing these black women. These black women don't have no life. They horrible as they could be. Everybody know it. They in hell. They fighting tooth and nail and getting destroyed at the same time. Why don't we just tell them the truth? Okay? Why don't we tell them the truth? If I came to your house, any of you in this room, and I pulled out a gun, and I took your house, your woman, your car, your money, your job possibly, and brought you this close to the end of your life, you would do whatever you could to stop me. Well, the white man in America passed laws that give a black woman the power to do just that. And those laws are hard to resist when you angry with a man. When he tell you, stop using that credit card, you running up too much money. It's hard not to pick up that phone and use that power and wipe his life out. So before we turn around and tell a black man that he got to stop going, which he don't need to be hitting a woman, I agree with you on that. But before we go and tell him to stop going berserk on these women, we better figure out why he's going berserk. We tired of it, but we ain't figured out why. And the reason why is because you done put a gun to his face and expect him to smile and tell you how wonderful you are while you got a gun to the man's face. You shouldn't hit a woman. You don't need to hit a woman if you got nothing.
Oh, my brothers and sisters, gods and goddesses, kings and queens. I hope you got your pencils and paper so you can watch that video on your own. But you see the Hebrew Israelite? Johanna came out there. But what I want you to recognize is watch the body language of the females. In the beginning of the video, you're going to see how they were looking at the pastor, word for word, listening to him, looking at him, word for word, because they're being pacified. But then when the Hebrew Israelite started breaking it down and speaking the truth, they don't want to hear it. You can see the body movement of this. They're uncomfortable. Excuse me. Uncomfortable. Moving like that. Not looking at the man face to face. Because they don't want to hear that. They're not being pacified. Then this weak preacher, he gonna sit there and talk about the white man. I don't have no problem if a sister want to marry a white man or date a white man. That's a bunch of bull crap. You sit there pacifying them. You destroying them. That's what he was doing. Because they already went to his mind and manipulated him. You can see how they was acting. Look at the body movements. But when the Hebrew Israelite started breaking it down, they didn't want to hear it. They had no eye contact for whatsoever. Their body movement looking down because he was telling the truth. They didn't want to hear it. See, it's the choices you make. Are you a warrior? What are you prepared to do? What are you ready to do as a goddess on this earth? There's sacrifice need to be made. This slavery ain't over. They reversed it. They put a little few dollars in your pocket. And let me tell you something. The masses of black people overwhelm the rich black people. You got millions of slaves making money. But guess what? They're not making money. You only making money to get to work and come back, go to some bullcrap doctor. You helping the pharmaceuticals to be rich, $26 billion a year. Why you can't heal yourself? Why you can't do it? You got these white folks sitting up in here talking about, oh, buy organic foods and whatnot. We're supposed to be the master nutrients. How they telling you how to eat? And you're going, oh, I'm going to eat just like that. And all you got to do is do research. All you got to do is educate yourself and watch the masters. Before they didn't know how to eat properly. We taught them that. This day just happened thousands of years ago. This was a couple of 100 years ago. They busy eating a pig and a hog. They didn't know how to eat correctly. We cooked for them. They manipulate the mind and destroy it. They made it so the black women can easily turn against the black man. And she did. She don't like you. One man, yes you men, you struck that blow. Because she put all her eggs in one basket. But let me tell you something. This is why I tell you, reconstruct your mind. Stop going out there sleeping with all these men. They're no good, they dirty. You don't choose a dirty man. Oh, you want yourself a fascinated man that's fascinated. He's a bad boy. Then you're going to get bad results. Bad results. That man that go to work, do what he's got to do. He come home. He don't want to hear you fussing and fighting. He don't want to hear you rumpling and talking a bunch of madness. His mind is twisted from dealing with the bullcrap at the job. His mind is twisted dealing with the bullcrap at church and institutions. You see? Black women, who are you? Because some of you ain't like these sisters. Y'all not, some of you not like these sisters. Nah, it's becoming a mass of y'all. A mass. And brothers are, you're brushing their hair. You're having too much of sympathy. No, educate them. Educate her. A sister will follow you. And she will go to the ends of the earth. And she will kill for you. I already showed you. I showed you. Women sacrifice themselves. Huh? Sacrifice themselves. What games are we playing? That's when a woman knows her position. She is a goddess on earth. You ain't trying to find no man who you can manipulate and then have him to talk sympathy talk. That preacher gonna talk about it ain't the white man. It ain't the white man. What kind of bullshit is that? Excuse me. Did I use foul language? That hurt your feelings? He gonna have excuses so the black woman can sleep with the white woman. He have given a porter straight to hell. And that white man, you think he gonna do? He gonna save her? Let's get into the video.
Knowledge of the Bible, you will never have to put your hands on a woman. You barely will have to raise your voice in your house. You barely would have to do anything other than tell her just the direction and the things that the two of you are going to build together. But boy, if you lie to women, if you gas their head up, and you don't tell them the truth, and then when they don't act according to the way you think they should, then you shocked and amazed, and you want to now beat their behind down the street till the cops come. Okay? Our sisters is monsters in this kingdom. Let me just say this, if I could, Captain Holland. I ain't going to stay long on it, but I want to say this because people get the wrong impression about the Hebrew Israelite. We love black women. You become an Israelite in the ISUPK, you are not allowed to go with no other woman at all. You can't get no Chinese woman to be in our organization. You can't get no white woman. You can't do none of that. And the reason why is because our women are precious. That's right. But our women have never heard anybody tell them the truth. That they are monsters. That they treating themselves and the brothers like hell. And the brothers is doing it right back. And the reason why? Because nobody want to go in the glove compartment and read the book and do what it says.
All right, that was some heavy comments from Commander Juliana.
Yes, them of the art of a pagan.
Hey, the end of that clip. Did y'all see something at the end of that clip? I mean, this is what I want you to see if you're really paying attention. Towards the end of that clip of the General Yohana, that's what we're speaking, General Yohana from the ISUBK Hebrew Israelites. Now, I always told you I'm not into religion, but I told you that I study its documents. I study the concepts. I read the Bible. Because only a fool don't do that. Information is there. I'm into the spirituality that flows through nature of all things. Now you see me wear my symbols and things like that. You know, when I wear my African cloth, my garments, goofy hats and things like that, my rings, because this is what I like and what I represent. Life. Life in its natural form. Only a fool don't study and educate themselves from excellent work. And the General Yohana and the ISBK is excellent. Because I watched them and read the scriptures. I told you I was a Jehovah's Witness for years. And I match and cross-reference a lot of things. And guess what? In my opinion, they're good at what they do. Now, you see the woman on the left side of the screen, how she started to wake. I think she's the woman in the middle. She started to wake up. You could see her body movement. What he was saying was correct. The battle between the man and the woman. Saying, you're not reading the scriptures. You're not following the manual. You're not doing it. You think because you going to church and you hallelujah, praise the Lord, that's going to get you a good man? Oh, I'm going to pray to God to get a good man in my life. No, it don't work like that. You haven't accepted that. Huh? See, when you're young, a lot of those females, when you're young, you want to get excited. You want excitement. You reap what you sow. We all do. We reap what we sow. That's why you can become a new creation. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 17. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 17. Become a new creation. Second Corinthians chapter 5, verses 7. Walk by faith and not by sight. You believe in your dream, then pursue it. Don't think he's going to help you. Don't think he's going to provide if he is not willing to give himself to the Creator. And if he come unclean, as he's unclean, you're going to suck his energy that's unclean. And then become unclean. And then you're going to be worse than him. You're going to be worse than him. And then you're going to teach your children this whole concept. You're going to teach them. And then we're going to have a massive generation of incredible, psychotic, what they call it? It's a word for, they call I'll get the word for it, but let me move on. Bipolar. That's what the medicine they giving y'all now. You giving your daughters and your sons pills for bipolar. Ain't nothing wrong with them like that. Stop babying them. You babying them. You ain't teaching them to be warriors. Let me get it up again. Warriors took a bullet, stepped in the line, took a bullet from Marcus Garvey. Huh? She pursued her dreams and became one of the top ice skaters in the world. Dreams, believe in it. Huh? Get the Black History flashcards. It'll be easier for you to understand and learn from what I'm doing. I told you I'm coming with some evidence, cross-reference. I warned you. Why the black woman is acting the way she acting in different levels. You just can't say, oh, that's the hoochie mamas. No. There's different levels to this game. I'm sure I'm in rock. One more class. See you there. Life. Become a warrior. Become a warrior. Become a warrior. Pursue what you believe.